Hi, Benjamin Ling, Altitude Capitalist here. Coming to you with a 1990 Topps cello box of baseball cards. And 1990 Topps is becoming a pretty cool year in the junk wax era. The top cards in this set are the Ken Griffey Jr. It's prominently displayed on the front there. It's his first regular Topps card. Frank Thomas, Sammy Sosa rookie, Larry Walker rookie, Bernie Williams rookie, Juan Gonzalez rookie, the Nolan Ryan card. There's a couple special cards that are in this set as well. There are several Nolan Ryan honorary cards that commemorate different teams that he played for throughout his career. I think there are 4 or 5 of those. And there's an elusive Frank Thomas card with no name on the front, and that sells for an arm and a leg. Those are very rare. I don't expect to see that in here. This is a cello box. You don't see these a lot, but you can find it on eBay. I paid $59 all for this, including tax and shipping. To give you a comparison, if you buy a wax box, you pay about $45 when you add up the shipping and the tax. So this is a little bit more expensive, but you get more cards in it. So there are 24 cello packs in a cello box, and there are 31 cards in each pack. That's 744 cards. So it's almost the same number of cards as in a complete set of 1990 Topps. If you buy a wax box, there are 36 packs, obviously. There's 15 cards in each pack. That comes out to 540 cards. So there's about 40% more cards in the cello box than you get in the wax box. But of course, it costs a little bit more. And I don't expect to see any wax stains on these. I don't expect to see any stains from the packaging. And a lot of times in the wax packs, you have 2 cards that are damaged: the card that the gum is up against and the card that the wax pack is against. So this was sold to me by Iron Mick 51. Thank you, Iron Mick 51. He did a great job packaging this. As you can see, this is in great condition. Sharp corners, good edges. This perforation is completely intact. Here's what the back looks like on this. I'm not sure if Iron Mick 51 is a reference to the 1951 Mickey Mantle card, Bowman. Not sure, but thank you, Iron Mick 51, for sending me a box in excellent condition. So let's see what these look like. Okay, a little bit different than the some of the earlier wax or earlier cello packs. You really can't see through this. I suppose you can if you look closely, but a lot of the older cello packs, it's mostly a clear front. These are colored green. So let's dig into these and see if we can find a Griffey or a Thomas or a Sosa. There's no bubble. Oh, there is a piece of bubble gum in here. Okay. But there's no gum stain, thankfully. That kind of looked like the Bernie Williams right there, right off the bat. It's not, obviously. Okay, we got our first Nolan Ryan. This is one of those cards that commemorates 5,000 strikeouts. I think they have 1 for each team that he played on. This looks like it's in great shape. The centering's good. Surface looks good. It's a good start. The most valuable card that's not an error is the Ken Griffey Jr. It's Cal Ripken. I like the centering on these. Recently opened a 87 top set. That turned out pretty well. We opened a 1986 Topps wax box. Centering was kind of rough on that. Same with an 84 Topps wax box that we opened recently. Just difficult centering on some of these. These packs open really easily. The cards seem to be in great condition. Here's Juan Gonzalez. This might have been on the front. I just wasn't paying attention. But a little bit of damage to that corner right there. This probably won't be a gradable card. Yountz All-Star. When I was a kid, Robin Yountz autograph was in the on my baseball glove. Good looking George Brett, I think. Yeah. Bo Jackson looks nice. Good centering on these. Chris Sale is a great player for a few years. This is pretty off center, north and south. Okay, not a bad start. Ben McDonald, he was a great prospect for the Orioles. Clemens, a little bit off center. Jim Abbott. Tommy Herr was a very generous signer through the mail. He would also send a religious pamphlet with it. It was called "No One Bats 1,000," and he would also write a little Bible verse that he liked underneath his signature. Nice guy. Okay. So the one thing that I looked at, I finally looked at the first card in the pack, and this is a Larry Walker. So I'm going to set this aside. I'm not going to open that. I'm going to look at each of these now. Greg Vaughn. That guy was a big prospect for a while. And here you go. Here's the Greg Vaughn. Paul Mahler, a little off center there. Tail Murphy. Is this his rookie card? Yeah. Albert Bell rookie, that's off center. That won't be able to be, can't send that one in. Again, we're looking for PSA 10 cards to get graded. There's an all-star on the front here. We'll see who that is. But again, we're looking for Frank Thomas, Ken Griffey Jr., Larry Walker, Nolan Ryan. And it's the Will Clark All-Star. Deion Sanders rookie. Okay. Randy Johnson. Sheffield off center. Paul Mahler. Nothing there. Something I've noticed in this box that that I like is I'm not getting a lot of repeat cards. We recently did a box of 86 tops and noticed there were a lot of repeat cards within the same box. At least a dozen or so players that we got at least 2 of their cards. The only good one was Reggie Jackson, so that was nice. But I don't know. I like to get a variety of cards. I'd rather not get doubles, but it's not really up to me. But I'm noticing in these cello packs, 1990 tops, I'm not seeing a lot of repeat cards so far. I forgot to look at who on the cover there. It's Mike Jeffcoat, Mike Boddicker. So my first name is Benjamin, and when I was a kid, I styled the capital B in my autograph after Mike Boddicker's autograph. If you want to see what my B looked like, you can go look at a Mike Boddicker autograph. But it's a pretty good. It's a pretty good one. It's Mattingly off center. Okay. Still looking for Ken Griffey Jr. to make an appearance here. Forgot to look at the front of this. I hope there's not a Griff in the front. We got Cal in the back. Pat Combs in the front. Okay. There's a Cal at the bottom. Nothing really to write home about in that pack. We are approaching the halfway mark. Another Mariner, not the Mariner we're looking for. Flash Gordon, Kurt Schilling. I think he got tied up in some crowdfunding operation that got sideways with the feds a couple weeks ago. I hope he's okay. It's Greg Mack's rookie, might be. It's off center, regardless. Okay, and with this pack, we will be halfway done. Let's check the front. Mitch Williams. I believe we had a Mitch Williams in this most recent pack. Maybe they're, nope, it's Ramon Martinez. Oh, Mitch Webster. Got it. Ryan Sandberg All-Star. Pretty good shape. Kevin Hickey, I think he was plucked out of obscurity to play Major League Baseball late in his career. Let me see. He pitched for the O's for a while. Hojo, David Wells, Tom Kelly, Will Clark. It's in good shape. Dawson, tiny bit off center. Kirby, looks like it's good. Yeah. A lot of minor stars in that one, some minor Hall of Famers. We're half with this box. Still waiting for an appearance from Sammy Sosa, Frank Thomas, and Ken Griffey Jr. The 3 big rookies in this set. And there's a Frank Thomas. So actually, this looks like it's in perfect condition. I'm just not used to looking at these to see what's on the cover. This was the front card in that pack. This might be worth more as an unopened pack. I don't know, but the point's moot. Although this does look like a mint condition Frank Thomas. Let me check the back of it. Maybe a little bit off center, north and south. Let's look at that with the centering tool. But, you know, I need to pay attention and look at who's on the front of these because Frank Thomas is on the front of that one. And here's the Bernie Williams rookie in the same pack. Burt Blyleven. Bart Giamatti. He became commissioner. He expelled Pete Rose, and then he died. All in the course of a year, I think. Yeah, he was commissioner for less than a year. Was it Lee Smith? Was it Ricky Henderson? Barry Bonds. Okay. Well, I'm kind of glad I opened that pack. There's a lot of good players in there, but still I think it may be worth more with a Frank Thomas on the front. This is not Frank Thomas on the front. I'm going to look at every pack from here on out. I'm not going to forget. Because I don't want to have a Ken Griffey Jr. on the front and rip that one open. That would be unfortunate. Okay. Overall, really happy with the condition of these cards, the edges and the corners and the surface and the back. But again, with a lot of these other wax junk packs that I've opened recently, centering is a big issue with these. Now, this looks like a perfectly centered card, but it's tough to find them well centered. Jack Morris, marginal Hall of Famer, off center, top to bottom. Another Mariner, not the Mariner we're looking for. It's Carlton Fisk. A little bit off center. This guy was such a nice man. I was chasing down Orioles autographs as a kid. I wonder what he's doing today. He was a good guy too. Another Orioles story. This guy is named Mike Smith. They had two Mike Smiths on the team. And I think they even had the same middle initial. One was from Texas and one was from Mississippi. So they named one Mississippi Mike Smith and one Texas Mike Smith. It says he's from San Antonio, Texas. This must have been Texas Mike Smith. No idea what ever happened to those guys. Let's check to see if Griffey's on the front of this. No. Okay, Topps continue to do the turn back the clock cards. Here's the Sandy Koufax. Robin Ventura, most famous for starting a fight with Nolan Ryan and losing. Some great pictures of Nolan Ryan with Robin Ventura in a headlock, just punishing him. That's Jeff Ballard. I think Jeff Ballard works in the oil and gas industry in Wyoming now with his family business. Canseco. Ricky Henderson record breaker. What record was this? Most leadoff home runs or something like that. I don't know. Another George Brett. Another Bo Jackson. So looking for Sosa and Griffey. We are almost 3/4 of the way through this box. That's the wrong Mariners rookie all-star. I have a feeling I'm not going to get a Ken Griffey in this box. I'm all around it, but not quite on top of it. So 3/4 of the way through here. This is not Griffey on the front and not Griffey on the back. Other Griffey. Jerome Walton. This guy was a huge prospect for a while. Here's what the check looked like. There's a Sosa rookie. Again, the centering on the back looks a tiny bit off there. I know we'll have to check that with the centering tool. Randy Johnson off center. The wrong White Sox rookie. Gary Sheffield. Dwight Gooden's nephew, Gary Sheffield. Ozzy All-Star card. Davey Johnson might have got been the guy they plucked out of a trailer park or something, just out of a store, a retail store, and he ended up being a good pitcher. Can't quite remember. There's Wally Joyner. There's Griffey. Really bad off center. I'll tell you what, I've got something important to say after I finish these last packs. After opening a lot of wax junk here in the course of the last week or so, I'm starting to see some patterns. And it's not all good. It's another Nolan Ryan. It's pretty sharp. Another Mike Devereaux. Three packs left. You know, we've gotten everything we've asked for here. We got a Griffey. We got a Frank Thomas. There's a Larry Walker on the top of this. Got a Bernie Williams. Got a Sammy Sosa. We don't have all these Nolan Ryans. We don't have the Nolan Ryan player card. We'll see if we can uncover that at the end. Here's a McGuire. This is all. This is off center. This goes for a lot if you get PSA 10 of that. That's not a PSA 10. There's Nolan Ryan. Again, off center. Second, Jamie Moyer. Second, Davey Johnson. Second, Andres Galarraga. Second, Gaetti. Okay. This guy gave one of my friends a bat. Nice guy. Tim Raines. Might be 10. Take a look at that closely. There's Eddie. That looks like he's in good shape too. Last pack coming up. Okay. And then I want to share something that I've observed. Open a lot of wax junk here in the last week or so. Another one of the Nolan Ryans. That's in pretty good shape. I want to talk about a couple of these cards here. I'll talk about that one, that one, that one. The centering on this. This is pretty brutal centering. Same on the back. We can't send this in. Same with this one. This one's off center as well. I've opened a lot of wax junk in the last week, hoping to get some cards that I think would be PSA 10s to send in for grading. And it is exceedingly difficult to find PSA 10 graded cards in this junk wax. They're either miscut or they've been banged around over the years, and you get a pack where the upper right corner of every single card in the pack is dinged. This box was in immaculate condition. This box was in great condition, mint condition, I would say. Looks like it came fresh out of a case and was packaged very well. And I'm not, maybe a few PSA 10 candidates in there, but there aren't a lot. And that's what I'm seeing in a lot of these junk wax cards that I'm opening. And it's going to take a while to get a verdict, because when I send these in a few days, we won't be getting these back until 2021. Because they're pretty backlogged at PSA right now. But this is a cool set, nevertheless. I like the design. The first Topps Griffey card is kind of iconic. Frank Thomas is great. I like Sammy Sosa. I don't think he put his foot forward in that special he did with Mark McGwire earlier this year, but I like him nevertheless. Larry Walker, fantastic guy. So, and these Nolan Ryan cards are pretty cool too. I like those. So it's a neat set. I have some more of these that I'll be opening. And I just want you guys to think about the challenge of getting a PSA 10 in some of this junk wax. The biggest issue that we're coming up against is centering. All these are pretty poor. are not well centered. That's not well centered. I'd say half of these in the stack are immediately disqualified because of centering. So would love to hear what you think about 1990 tops, about the condition of these cards that I'm pulling. If I should open this Larry Walker, should I open this or should I keep it wrapped up like that? I can't tell who's on the back. Someone who played for about 15 years on the back, probably a good player. But thanks for watching.